Hello friends, today we will discuss about one of the most important topic in Spark, that is caching and persistence. Before we start, let us understand the problem statement, why we need caching or persistence. So take for example, we are using same set of instructions multiple times in the code. That means we are actually doing the same task again and again, which is not efficient. Still, it can be ignored if the task is small enough. But if the task is expensive, then repeated use of the same task will cause severe performance issues. I have provided one small example where the highlighted portion of the code is executed twice. So in this example, if the file size will be high and it will be a text file and it is not partitioned on proper columns, then the performance will be impacted, and at times it might fail also. Then what is the solution? Yes, caching and persistence is the solution. So basically it is an optimization technique to store intermediate data for future use. This process speeds up further computation 10 times. So both have a same functionality, but the only difference is they store the data at different storage level. So let's discuss about caching first. The storage level for this is memory only. It will store the intermediate data as deserialized Java objects in memory. If the size of the data is greater than memory, then it will store some portion of the data in memory and the rest portion of data will be recomputed whenever the code is executed next time. Advantage, as it is storing the data in form of deserialized Java objects, the CPU for computation time is very low. Disadvantage is for the same reason, as it is storing the data as deserialized Java objects, it will consume more space in memory, and also it is not using the secondary memory, that is the disk, to store the spilled data. Now let's see what persist do. So for persist there are 5 storage levels. First is memory only, it works exactly same as cache. Now memory only serialization, this is also nearly same, but the only difference is it stores the data as serialized Java objects. Then memory and disk, here the data is stored in memory as deserialized Java objects, but if the size of the data is greater than memory, then it it will store some portion of the data in disk. So it will store the entire data either in memory or in disk. So it will not recompute the data again. Now memory and disk relation. So memory and disk relation are nearly same. The only difference is it is storing the data in serialized format. Disk only, it will store the entire data in disk. Then on persist is used to release the data stored using persistent. So here is the example um, I have provided, and also the comparison. You can see all the storage level, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. Thank you.